What's up, Trust M podcasters? Is that a thing? I think we should make it a thing. I feel like we should have hashtag Trust M podcasters, even though that's not really a word. Is that a word, Mr. Devon? He doesn't know. I'm going to go with no, but I'm okay with it. T-shirts, tank tops, visors. I don't know what else we'd put up. Water bottles, mugs. I feel like the potential here is endless. I don't know. I think we'd make this happen. But anyways, what's up? Happy Monday, because it is a Monday that you were listening to this on, because all Trust M podcasts are on Mondays. It only took me like a bajillion and 73 episodes to be able to remember that, but it's fine. So I literally still have on workout clothes. You'd think I'd be like, it's podcast recording time, but this is going on YouTube. I'm professional AF. I'm going, nope. I literally walked in and I was like, time to record. Like, I'm still a little sweaty, you know, if you work out with your hair down. It's like on like the back, you know, a little bit there. Still, it's fine. I'll dry shampoo. It'll be fine. You'd think I would have like put on a real shirt or maybe some, I haven't even brushed my teeth yet today yet. You're welcome. But, you know, real life. So let's talk about my mug. This is my Hustle Juice mug. Devin picked it out. It's a very beautiful light mint. It's one of my favorites. It's a good one. It's not currently on my tree mug rack, but I think it'll make a return soon. So if you guys have never seen, there's like a little like nook area, for lack of a better word, in my kitchen that I used to share with Mr. Devin, and had like my electric teapot and my or Devin's coffee pot and like 2 mug trees and then like a mug stack I got for Christmas. And then we realized that Mr. Devin doesn't really drink coffee. I mean, he'll tell you that he does. He's glaring at me, but he doesn't. Every once in a while, if he like is craving a coffee, he'll get like a medium, extra light, extra sweet from Dunkin', and he'll drink half of it. But in general, I mean, occasionally he's glaring. He's just going like this every time he's mad. I guess occasionally, sometimes he finishes it, but most times he doesn't. But he doesn't ever make coffee at home. Ever, never, forever, never, ever, never. He doesn't do it. So I don't know, were you even home that day? I don't think he was. He just like came home one day and he was like, where's the coffee pot? And I was like, in the cabinet underneath the sink, because you ain't never using it. So I kind of just like took over the whole area, and has my electric coffee pot. Filthy liar, I don't drink coffee. Has my electric teapot, my mug stack, and I did have 2 trees for mugs. I took it out, did one. It just felt a little cluttered, and then I just have to like rotate through them. This was like a whole process for me. Like I had to get out, like I use don't tell the post office, but I use like post office boxes, the ones that I use them for shipping. So I generally ship in them, but I borrowed a couple to store mugs in, and they're labeled by theme. So like every couple months I can pull out a different box and swap them through. And then it's like Christmas every time I change the mug tree, because I'm like, oh, I forgot about this one, and I get to use it again. So this, anyways, long segue to this mug was not on the tree. It was actually in the cabinet, because Devin would say I have too many mugs, air quotes for my podcasters there. But that is a filthy lie. You cannot have too many mugs, because mugs bring infinite joy. That's called science. So there's never enough. I feel like there's a song. I feel like that was what movie is that? Oh, Devin's going to bug me. What's that movie that I really like that you hate, that Erica also likes, where they sing a lot? And it's motivational. Are you like every movie I've ever talked about? What is this called? It's like old timey, and Greatest Showman. I feel like there's a point in that song where they're like, never enough. That totally happens. It does. I know it. I'm gonna look it up after this. Hopefully Devin can edit a piece of that into my video. Do you have those powers? He does, but he won't do it for me. Anyways, so there's never enough mugs. So I just need to talk about for a second. So Devin and I went to see Fast 1000, but realistically it's 9, Fast 9. And now I have never been interested in any of the Fast and Furious movies, like at all. I don't like to drive fast. I don't like cars that are loud. I don't really like Honda. I don't really like. That just upset Devin because his he really bad the camera just podcast in case you but he did a hard head tilt with like the angry eyes. Like he channeled like the angry mother in the grocery store whose kid is having a temper tantrum and combined it with the frustrated head tilt for just like this perfect stare down. But no, I was never a teenage boy, shockingly enough. So I just was not really interested. But Devin really wanted to go. My parents wanted to go, and we went together. And every other movie at this cute little theater we went to, Devin and I had already seen. So we went to see Fast 9. And now I'm not going to give away any of the details. I won't do it because you may want to watch it. You might be like, Emily, you're banned from my life. How do you not like Fast and Furious? It is incredible. It is all the things. I don't know. You might say that. But so we went to see this movie, and all the memes about like Dom being over the top and like the movie no longer makes sense because it's just so over the top and no longer realistic. 4,000% true. 4,000%. There was a multiple times during that movie because I told Devin going in that this was going to be stupid and it's so unrealistic. There was multiple times where I just like side glanced him during this movie, just stared him down across our leather seats there, and he's just chuckling because it was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. It was good, but it was very ridiculous. So then we're in the car going home, and I know Devin loves Fast and Furious, and like for a time there, he like had the Honda and like did the car stuff, and then like he grew up because, you know, and got into other hobbies, I should say. But he's like, I've never seen any of the other ones. So like there were many parts of this movie that made it zero sense because Devin doesn't really have an issue going to see like the third or fourth or ninth movie of something if I haven't seen the other movies because he's seen them, so he's good. So he's like, you'll figure it out. So we do that often. But where was I going with this? Oh, he's like, I've never seen the other ones. She's like, you've never seen the other ones. So we get home and he Googles it, and we have HBO Max. So apparently all of the other 7,563.2 Fast and the Furious movies that they have created for this series are on HBO Max for free. So now we're in this thing where we're like watching Fast and the Furious movies at night, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and Devin's asleep, and I'm watching Too Fast, Too Furious by myself, and I'm just really upset that everyone's a bad guy. Like, I have never seen a movie where everybody's a bad guy. How is that? Like, that's a genre? Just a bad guy genre? How did I miss this? I just feel like somebody has to be the good guy. Not like the better or goodest, which is, I know not a word, don't write me notes, of the bad guys. Like, you're a bad guy, but you're like better than that bad. What is that? I was not interested. I was not interested in that nonsense. And I just like want to love them. And then they're like, look at all this money I stole. And I'm just disappointed. And I just want to all call all their mothers. Like at some point they're doing like 140. And I'm like, where are the police? Somebody needs a speeding ticket. Clearly these weren't the movies for me. And Devin just sleeps through. Then he'll wake up and he'll be like, I remember when I drove 121 time. And I'm like, excuse you? Unacceptable. Because I'm everyone's mom. So, yeah, I think I have to watch all of them. I have to watch all of them. Apparently, the next one is in, like, Tokyo, and none of the characters from either of the first two movies are in it. I don't really understand this premise. But I feel like if I was there, what was it, like 2005? They're, like, sitting around a big circle table and there's no computers because it would have been those like big Dells at the back. So they're like all writing on like legal pads and they're like, next one. Oh, I got it. Tokyo. None of the characters, we bring in all new ones. And everyone was like, sold, taking it. And they just ran with that. Like, I feel like that was the only thought they put into it. But apparently I'll be watching that later tonight. And it's currently 4th of July, so I'm going to bring in America's birthday with Tokyo Drift. You're welcome, world. And then, I don't really know, but But I feel like this also makes me feel like I'm really movie particular. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case. I mean, there are definitely things that I don't like because I don't like really, really crude movies. Like anything that boys between the age of 16 and I would say 26 are like, when they watch it, I'm not interested. Like, I don't need to hear penis jokes. I don't like if there's, I mean, I'm a New Yorker. I try very hard to make my mother happy, and as she says, speak like a lady. But I've been known to drop a few curse words in my time. But even with that, and living in an area where swear words are definitely real, Devin's going at me right now. Um, I still feel like it's a lot. Like there's a line. If me, a New Yorker, can sit in a movie and go, dang, got another word besides the F bomb, it's too much. So I don't really love that. But I pretty much love everything else. I love sports movies, especially ones where there's like an underdog and he sucks and then he works really hard and does the thing. Love those. I love rom-coms. I love legitimate comedy movies. I like all the sappy stuff. I like action flicks within general. I feel like there's a limit on that too. Like if you're fighting every 4 minutes in a film and it's 2.5 hours long, I mean, we could have threw in a little more dialogue, like just walking down the street, getting a cup of coffee, like something. But okay. Um, that's not a movie though. What else is there? Action. I don't love horror movies. They give me lots of anxiety, but Devin loves horror movies. And I think more than anything, he loves watching me have a nervous breakdown during horror movies. Like I just can't jump. My whole body shudders. My pinky toes get movement when I watch a horror movie because it's my whole like, and nothing's happening in my heart. Like it's just horrible, horrible. But I can even do that too. So, is there anyone? Am I missing anything? I feel like that's most. I feel like people are gonna. What about this? But I don't know. That's all I can think of right now. That's not my jam. I've also never watched any of the Star Wars movies or Lord of the Rings. I have zero interest. And I'm mostly at the point now I don't want to do it just because Devin loves them so much that I just am in full revolt mode. Like I could secretly find out that I love all things Lord of the Rings and Star Wars. Like I could be secretly just like hiding a diorama where I don't know, redo the scenes of Star Wars. Like I could have that happening, but I would still not watch the movies just on the premise that he wants me to so bad. And I've been so committed for 6 years to not do it that I can't break that streak. I cannot break that streak. So we're going to hate it for life. I don't know, y'all. That's just, if you were to spend 15 minutes in my brain, that's how it would go. You'd be like ding, 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 bouncing all over the place. But all right, I'm going to go start my day, eat a mini bagel, take a shower, brush my tooth first, normal grown-up stuff. So I hope you guys had an amazing 4th of July because that was yesterday. And I appreciate you and your gorgeous faces. And we'll talk soon. Bye.